Cale is one of the most down-to-earth, straightforward people you will ever meet, and his music matches his personality. No flash, just laid-back observations on life and people, delivered with lyrics that everyone can understand.
Most everything I've got out is I went back and muddied it up. I've went up and recorded, rented real good recording studios and real good musicians and made a recording and got home and go, well, it don't sound like me, and so I'll take and I'll run it through some of my recording equipment and put some guitars on it, or maybe double or triple the vocal. And when you do that, you start losing what they call generations. And as you do that, it becomes muddier and muddier and muddier. And not so much with this new digital technology, but the old analog technology. After you went down about 5 generations, pretty soon you had no top, no high frequencies, or no lows, or low frequencies. So a lot of my recordings have that, kind of a sound. I didn't intentionally do that, but that's the process I go through a lot of making recordings. All my albums that I put out, this is the 11th album I made, generally have a couple of sides from the last, one of the albums, what I call an outtake. You know, it didn't make it to the album. So I keep the tapes and maybe we'll modify them a little bit. And sometimes I'll write a song and I'll make a demo of it, and I don't like the demo, and maybe 5 or 6 or 7 years later, I'll pull the demo back out and go, yeah, that's a pretty good song. But generally, I'll have on an album that I put out, I'll generally have 2 or 3 older songs on there. But basically, most of the album, 9 of the songs or 8 of the songs, I wrote the day I recorded them, or a couple days before.
Wish I was a stocking clinging to your thigh. Every time you move around, I feel you walking by. Wish I was your underwear hanging around your waist. Every time you shake that thing, I get a little taste. Closer, closer, closer to you.
If you can get it to come off live, that's the most fun, because it's over in the time it takes you to do it. Then you don't have to labor over any technical stuff or any equipment. Don't have to overdub it, fix it in the mix, all that stuff that you have to do. So if you can, but it's really hard to get a real good sound live, because that's the fact of the matter. You're lucky if you can.
J.J. Cale's music remains as pure and unspoiled as ever. His lack of pretension extends to his choice of musicians. While they are the creme de la creme of studio and touring veterans, most importantly, they are good friends. In addition to Billy Payne and Garth Hudson, Tim Drummond, Don Preston, George Bohannon, Lee Allen, Spooner Oldham, and Larry Taylor worked with Cale on the project, as well as core band members Christine Lakeland, James Kruse, and Jim Karstein.
If I play with people I know, the music's not necessarily any better or worse, but we get to talk. And, as you grow older, there's more to say, and so that makes the session a little more fun, because, I generally, when I record, I'll maybe use some of the guys I've known for a long time, and also interject that with some people that I don't know that are happening now, or not necessarily happening now is the wrong term, players I don't know, and you get different kinds of music from that,
J.J. Cale is not the kind of performer who likes to jump around the stage inches from the audience. He prefers to stay back and tends to shy away from the limelight that attracts the show people.
For many men, it's underneath or two. And all I ever got from that was a showbiz blues. I got hot chicks down in Texas.
So I played about 6 months last year, and I imagine I'll shave and get my performance all up and go out and play some, yeah. I'll probably play till the day I croak, I guess, What else is there to do?
Do you look forward to that?
Yeah, I like touring. It becomes like all work. It becomes a grind, it can become a grind. stressful.
JJ's happy enough just to rely on his numerous supporters who've never asked him to change. Nobody expects that from him anyway.
You can't quit, you're too far gone, you got to show this.
I'm an artist.